Good morning, ladies. It's day 7 of the Morning Miracles Challenge. Today's topic is exercise. This topic alone seems to be a stumbling block for many of us in the challenge. So Team 3 leader Julie Geno and I took some time together to really dig into the different aspects of what exercise can mean for a Christian. Right now, Julie is studying the Discerning the Voice of God Bible study that I've been pulling through. She actually took out the book from her local library. Did you know you can get Bible study books from your local library? I thought that was pretty smart. And on page 63 is where you find today's prompt question. Priscilla set it up by talking about how we are to present our bodies as a living sacrifice to the Lord, what that means. And then she says, circle the parts of your body that you struggle to present as a living sacrifice to God. Here is that list, and pause this if you need to, but I'd love to hear in the comments what your answer was. From the very beginning, Julie took a different approach to this topic of exercise. She was really considerate of the people who do struggle with things like chronic pain or things that really prevent you from being physically able to exercise in the way that the world defines exercise. In the past, I've tried to give you so many resources, videos on YouTube where you can follow along so that you can stay mobile well into old age. That's one of the main concerns is as we age, our bodies, if they are not being used, they end up breaking down. We end up having issues with being able to move our joints. We have issues with fatigue. Even our bowels are directly influenced by how much movement we're making through the day. And that's why I picked pictures of doggies, because if you need a shelter dog to motivate you to get out and enjoy the outdoors and have a walk every day, then by all means, go to your local shelter and do some dog walks as a form of volunteer work. But when we think about our bodies as a living sacrifice, we know that it's not just our physical forms we're talking about. We're talking about our whole selves. And that's what I liked about today's prompt. Here's a scripture that may help. It's from Romans 12, verses 1 through 2. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. The will of God and hearing God's voice in the area of exercise for you, I think, will be your biggest game changer. God designed your body and mind by hand. He knows the inner workings of it intricately, and only He knows the way for you to best move your body and use it for His glory in a way that will be beneficial and encouraging to you. All the world really knows is how to keep you on a treadmill, so to speak. The individuals selling things strive to look the part, and there's always some new contraption they're trying to sell, but God isn't like that. He loves you so much more than that. And this last thought that Julie shared with me, I really loved. She asked, how do we talk about our bodies? It matters our very heart attitude toward the body that God has given us. Thank you so much for joining us for this Morning Miracles Challenge. We only have a couple days left, but it's been so wonderful to spend this time with you and learn to hear God's voice in each of these areas of our morning routine. This is Laura Gabriel signing off.